is the longest running continuous rock radio station in the world. And that's because of you. That's because of you guys. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate that. So we thought we'd get together tonight. Anytime a bunch of old jocks get together, we start telling stories. Most of them are made up, most of them are wrong. We don't care. We talk about it. We have a good time. Couple of things to keep in mind. The band's going to play for you after we get done Rockin' Kshe. We have Rusty Young from Poco that's going to knock out a couple of tunes. And then later on in the night, we had another band booked. Couldn't get them. Called Pat and Danny Liston at the last minute. They said they'd do it for us. You're going to love this, man, the music. Keep in mind, every song that you hear tonight from this band, you heard it first on Kshe 95. First time you heard it was on these airwaves. Thanks to everybody, Pat Hagen and the entire staff here. Amazing job. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. If you remember Kshe in the early days, it was pretty loose. And we kind of just made it up as we went along. That's what tonight's going to be about. We're just going to take it step at a time, see what happens, and go from there. Let's start and introduce some jocks for you. Started back in 1991. Is that correct? You're both pointing. Al Hofer, come out here, Al Hofer.
Evening, everybody. Woo! Feels good to be here.
Then we got a guy that's older than I am, and that makes me feel good that he's still alive. Started in 1971, was a program director, went out to California, had a syndicated, what do you call it? Comedy stuff. He worked with his wife, Joey Gridnick, who will be here later on. Mr. Ron Stevens. Yeah. Come on, Ron Stevens.
Here. She's over. Joy, stand up, say hi. There she is.
Yeah, we're going to say hello to everybody. We got a lot of jocks roaming around. Also, keep in mind, after we get done with this portion, we'll be around walking around. You go outside. If you saw the Kshe fence on the side, very cool. It's a replica of what the fence looked like when you came to Kshe at 9434 Watson Road. Go out there, get a picture taken. We have 50th anniversary t-shirts that are available. We also have Pat Liston in the back with his book. If you want to get that autograph, you can do that. Next up, he does afternoons, he's been at it a long time, the mighty Favaz.
Hi.
And this last gentleman, I remember I started at Kshe in 72. In 1976, this guy showed up for the first time.
Did he have a fro?
His hair came into the room 20 minutes before he did. He is quite possibly the longest running continuous rock DJ in the world.
He's the oldest fucking DJ
He
on the
is
planet.
older than dirt. Johnny Hewlett, come on in, Johnny.
Oh yeah! All right, that was your stunt, man.
He's still got it.
He's done for the night.
He's still got it.
That's my entrance. That's all I got left.
Is there a chiropractor
He
now?
needs to take a nap.
Look at you drinking a beer, ain't you somebody? All right.
Sorry.
Also in the audience, Learn is roaming around for the morning show. Where you at, girl? Oh, it's all right. Learn's here. She's going to go out with a with a wireless mic. If you have any questions about Kshe, about the good old days, any of these guys up here, absolutely raise your hand. Learn will come over. Be glad to get the questions going.
This is a older audience. Everybody knows where the restroom is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get this stuff on the.
Actually,
But they haven't been bunched up like this in years.
No, no.
Mississippi
Yeah.
Nights, probably. You know?
and Hewlett does commercials for Depends, so he's good, so it's all good. So it's a tough show, Johnny. Anything for $1. I love this guy. Anything for $1. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go up and down. We're going to tell some stories, the things that happened. at Kshe Radio through the years. I'll start, and John, you jump in, and then we're gonna go right down. I'm doing mornings. I'm on the air, probably 77 to 78, and I'm pissed. Something goes wrong, and I'm in there by myself. It's 9 o'clock, closest cut above is on, and I just start cursing. I'm like, mother, son of a... Then I'm just going to town, and the song is playing. Motherfucker, son of a bitch, I'm so pissed off.
Hey, you said there was no muffler in this thing.
No, that's true. That's true. And I'm cursing like crazy. Patty McMahon, who's here with us tonight, has been with the station a million years. She's working the front office. She gets a call. She comes back to me and says, people want to know why you're so pissed off. And I'm like, what? No, the microphone's not on. And she's like, no, they said you're MFing and son of a bitch. And I'm like, oh, well, they can hear me. So anyway, I deducted that the way it was coming through, because the microphone in a on-air studio, when you turn the microphone on, the monitors, the speakers, they go off, so you don't get feedback. Your little light goes on. Speakers are playing. I don't know what it is. I deducted that I was yelling so loud that it came through the stylus arm, the needle of the player.
No, that's true. It really does. It really does happen, because we've tried it.
It happens.
We've tried it.
Right, and the biggest mistake was what? Telling this guy?
So anyway, I'm telling Hewlett this story, and he's like, what a crock of shit. And I'm like, I'm telling you, it's the truth. Take it away, Mr. Hewlett.
Well, the boss came in and said, oh, yeah, we heard that you were cussing on the microphone there. What happened? And Mark said, well, he told you what he said. And I was standing in the back of the studio when he told the boss that. And then the boss left the room, and I said, I can't believe he bought that shit. And I was just shocked. So later on that night, I had my air shift, and I was talking on the air to people about what happened earlier in the day with Mark Close. And I said, he told the boss that his voice traveled through the arm of the turntable and went out onto the air.
Yes.
And it wasn't his fault.
It was not my fault.
He was cussing. So I thought I'd run a test.
A test. A test.
Yes.
But of course.
So I said, now I'm going to say something off the air, and you tell me what it was I said. I know you're not going to hear me, but let's just do this anyway.
But then you picked up the stylus.
So with total dead air on the air, I picked up the stylus and I said, I could have said anything.
And what did you say?
Unfortunately, I said, eat shit and die.
You could have just said, hey, you.
Yeah, hello, test
Because they test one,
Genius. Genius.
Test 1, 2 would have been good.
Yes. And
So
what
I
happened?
look over at the phones, and the phones start ringing off the hook. And I go, well, of course, they're just playing along. There's no way they heard what I said. So I took the first caller. I said, hello, you're on the air. Did you hear what I said? He said, yeah, you said eat shit and die. Holy crap.
Close enough.
Lucky guess, caller 2. What did I say? You said eat shit and die. Uh-oh. But keep in mind, though, when I did it, it was total dead air. When you claimed to have done it, there was a commercial on the air and everything, drowning out what you could have said through the arm of the turntable.
I project.
You had the mics
I'm
on.
very loud.
Oh, okay.
So I was right and you were wrong, is what you're saying.
All right.
Thank
For
you very
tonight,
much.
let's let him win
Thank you
one.
very much.